Hey, I've had a couple people ask me, how can I just add my Amazon affiliate code into ZimmWriter and start generating Amazon reviews? They're like, that's all I want to do. I just want to do that. How do I do that? Let me show you because it's very easy to get up and running quickly. So the first thing I want you to do is make sure you're on at least version 8.129. 8.129. There's been a lot under the hood that's changed. We've had some bug fixes and stuff like that. So make sure you're at least on this version. If you're not and you need to upgrade, just click this little ZimmWriter update button and you'll get upgraded very quickly. Once you've done all that, you can go into the options menu. Now, we're going to use scraping surgeon. We're going to put our affiliate code in there. Very simple to do, but you do need ScrapeOwl first. If you don't have ScrapeOwl, you go in here, you can get the ScrapeOwl API key. Very easy. Once you get that set up, then we go into scraping surgeon. Now, a lot of this sounds really complex, but for those that just want to mess with Amazon, you don't need to deal with any of this stuff. All you'll do is click this Amazon option down here. I've pre-populated it for everybody. Everybody's ZimmWriter has this in here. And if you mess something up in here, like if you screw something up, don't worry about it, because what you can do is erase everything and load the defaults. Right now, the only default is the Amazon website. So you can press this button, erase everything, start over. We go back in here and all of our mistakes are fixed. So you can select Amazon and then add your affiliate code in here. I'm assuming you have an Amazon affiliate account and you'll have to figure out where to find it. I can find mine up here using SiteStripe, and it will, in this dropdown, you'll see all your different affiliate codes for your different websites. We're just going to use this temporary one that I created. We type it in right here, MMS034-20. That's all we have to do. Then we press update domain. Now you'll look, let's close this and let's go back in here, scraping surgeon. If we open up the saved Amazon profile, we'll see this in here. Now, I want to clear another issue of confusion up. I've seen people do a lot. Now it's all set. Anytime ZimmWriter scrapes anything, anywhere inside of ZimmWriter, it will use this Amazon profile if it's an Amazon domain, okay? You quit ZimmWriter, you start it back up again. You don't need to go to scraping surgeon and quote unquote load this up. These are already active. ZimmWriter is looking for these saved domains. You can put up to 50 in here. ZimmWriter is looking for them as it scrapes the data. So you'll never need to come back in here unless your affiliate code changes or some of the code on the Amazon site changes, and then I'll tell you what to do. So don't worry about that. Now, before we close this options menu, there's one more configuration you can make to these call to action buttons. The first thing you can do is, instead of getting a button, all right, you can get a raw link. I don't know what kind of page builder you use. Maybe you use Elementor or Breakdance or something like that. And so you have your own buttons in there. You don't want ZimmWriter to make a button for you. If that's the case, you can just uncheck this and then save the options. And now you won't get a button, but you'll get a call to action, just a link. HTTPS, Amazon.com, and then to the product, and then your affiliate code. But we're going to keep it as button. You can change the button text. I like view latest price. And then the button color, this is a hex code. You can change the color to whatever you want, but we're going to leave it all as the defaults. Now, let's talk about where we can actually get that call to action. How can we actually generate that in our article? There's two different places. The first place is inside of Penny Arcade. So we'll open up Penny Arcade and we'll get this URL for Amazon. And we can take the whole URL or I can take the short version. It doesn't really matter. ZimmWriter will parse it all out. We'll paste that right in there. As you can see, there's no affiliate tag on the end. And then we simply configure some different options. Let's see. I won't do an FAQ. We'll disable conclusion. Now, if I were to start Penny Arcade right now, I would not get a call to action button. Why is that? Because the outline that's created by Penny Arcade is by the AI. So the AI doesn't really know where to put a call to action. Like, you don't want a call to action in your pros and cons list, or maybe right after the introduction. You probably want the call to action in specific places. So that's where we need to use a custom outline. Custom outlines, and some people are confused on this, they're different than like an SEO writer outline. On one end of the spectrum, you can have the AI come up with the entire outline all by itself. On the other end, you can completely define the outline in the bulk SEO CSV upload or in the SEO writer. But there's some situations where you have lots of links from a domain, and all of those links can follow an outline format. So as an example, Amazon, all right, whether you're reviewing a cordless drill, a hand drill, a screwdriver, a hammer, a lawnmower, all of the articles could probably follow an outline template or an outline format. Let me demonstrate. So in this custom outline, and if you've never used custom outlines, you can click this link up here and we'll open up my site and explain how to use custom outlines. But I have this one I created. All right. And you can pause the video and copy this. It's very basic. And there's an overview section and then a detail. So this is an H2. It's going to do an overview, detailed features, pros and cons, and concluding thoughts. And now what happens is when I enable this, now it's enabled. If I go to Amazon and I paste in like another product, let's pretend that this is another product in here and another product. Each of those products are going to follow this outline. For each of those products, we'll get an overview section. Then we'll get detailed features. Then we'll get pros and cons and concluding thoughts. Now, there's some other special sauce that you can put in here to make it more unique to the article that you're writing about. There's an optimized title feature that I highly recommend reading about. But for right now, we're not going to use any of that stuff. All we're going to use is this CTA tag, the call to action tag. So what we're going to do is I'll start with none and just put them in here. We'll figure out where we want our call to action. So let's put a call to action after the detailed features. So I'd go to the end of this H2 element and we'll put in CTA. And then I'll come down here to the end of the concluding thoughts element and I'll put curly brackets CTA. Okay. And then I will, if you're creating this from scratch, you'll click Save New Outline. Otherwise, if you're updating an outline, you click Update the Outline. Now, what's going to happen when ZimmWriter writes the review for each of these products? It's going to have an overview section that will be in H2, a detailed feature section that will be in H2. It's going to put a call to action at the end of the detailed feature section, do pros and cons and concluding thoughts. So now it's all enabled, and let's delete the other redundant ones, and let's generate it really quick just to show you how easy this is. I'll open up my WordPress site and show you that there's no post on there yet. And we'll just speed the video up and check out the result. The article's now done, and let's do a refresh right here and check it out. So we have our featured image, table of contents, key takeaways, and then under this second H2, right, we have our affiliate link. And we can click on it and see that my tag is added on the end of it. So again, you can come in here into Penny Arcade and you enable custom outline and you can put CTA wherever you want. You could put it under each one of these if you really wanted to. You go totally crazy. And this is a very basic custom outline. There's much more complex ones that you can mess around with. I'll pause the video for a second, check this out, digest it, and then definitely go to this directional guide up here to learn more about how to use this. So that's the first place where you can use a custom outline. Let me copy the URL from Amazon again and show you the next place. So we open up the SEO writer and we can put like a title for our article in here, best level for woodworkers. We'll say just 2 just for sake of demonstration. I'm going to enable color outline and enable subheading background. All you have to do for 90% of you that just want to do Amazon stuff, all you have to do is put in the URL for the product in this URL for scraping. This is a new box. Before we had to put the URL in here, but we have a new box for it. And there's reasons for this that I won't go into, but we put this URL for Amazon in this box right here. Then we put the title in, like Capro 985. Now, I want to give it a little bit of context, so I'll say level. To get your call to action link now that you've put the URL in and you've put the title in, all you have to do to get that call to action link is click Trigger Product Layout. When you press this button, a couple things happen. ZimmWriter is going to write 2 paragraphs about this section. It's going to give you some pros, some cons in a bullet list. And then also it's going to give you that call to action link using this URL right here. And then if you have that Amazon affiliate code added, it will append this on. So you fill everything out, you come down here and you simply press Start SEO Writer with scraping. Now there's another way that you can add a call to action inside of the SEO Writer. We can uncheck this box and we can put in CTA. All right, and ZimmWriter will do the same thing. It will take whatever's in this box and create a call to action out of it. Now, why would you want to do this? I guess for one reason, maybe you don't want that product layout. Maybe you don't want to trigger the product layout. But there's another hidden use case for this. Let's imagine best places to visit in Japan. Imagine yourself as a travel agency. So let's say we want to visit Tokyo. And let's delete this. And we want to visit Kyoto. Now, let's pretend that I'm a travel agent. I want people to book with me. So here's my booking URL, https mytravelagency.com, book your trip to Japan. You can say book your trip to Japan or just book your whatever URL, whatever landing page you have. It doesn't matter. We'll take this, we'll also put it right in here. Now, what we're going to do is we'll come up here and we're going to add CTA. We'll take that and we'll add it right here. And then we'll start the article by pressing Start SEO Writer No Scraping. Because remember, we don't want this page scraped. We simply want a call to action at the end of each section so that the reader can book their trip with us. So watch, I'll do it right now. We'll click Start SEO Writer No Scraping. We'll let it run and we'll check out the results and I'll show you what I mean. Our article is now done. I'll close this window and I'll refresh the page and we'll preview the output. So we didn't get a featured image because I didn't select I guess I forgot to select the enable image API, but that's okay. So there's our intro, there's our key takeaways. Now look, Tokyo. Now I didn't change the call to action button. I probably should have done that. You can go into the options menu over here. We can say, instead of view latest price, I want it to be like book your trip. And we'd save the options for that. And that way, this would say book your trip. But if you look at it, and I can't click on it because it's not going to go anywhere. But if you look at the lower left-hand corner down here, it says mytravelagency.com, book your trip. So this is a way to create a call to action in the SEO writer for kind of whatever URL you want. You know, maybe you're reviewing a page that you don't want scraped, but you just want a URL to a particular link. You can do that now inside of the SEO writer. A lot of cool ways that you can add your either Amazon affiliate code and then use that call to action link, or even think outside the box and use the call to action link to other types of landing pages that you have that you want to, make some good money on. So that's all I got. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please like it, drop a comment down below. If you have a question, there's links to get ZimmWriter in the description. Join the Facebook group. There's over 11,000 members in the Facebook group who can help you with kind of whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish inside of ZimmWriter. Other than that, I hope this video helped you, and good luck with your content generation, and I'll talk to you later.